Fallon's recovered and Beau Greaves has been beaten herself by Kirsty Vinnikainen, meaning that any victory for Fallon Sherrock, I mean by that any margin of victory,
First
would
leg,
keep
it's Beau to throw first.
the race for first
Game
place
on.
going right down until the final round of fixtures. Can she get it done? We will find out in a race to 3 legs.
Well, it's the permutations that we expected at the beginning of the day, but not quite in the way that we envisaged it to be the case. When Rhiannon O'Sullivan beat Fallon Sherrock 3-1 in Game 2, we thought it was maybe, possibly, a formality for Greaves from that point onwards, but that slip up to Kirsty Vinnikainen last time out meant that this game still has an edge, still has something on it, still Greaves is in the box seat.
140.
And it could still well be the case that the determining factor in terms of winning this Group A is the personal head-to-head between Greaves and Sherrock.
134.
However, since that opening defeat, we've seen a very good response from Fallon Sherrock, averages of 96 and 88 respectively. Greaves did kickstart the day with a couple of ton-plus averages and has left herself on 41 after 9, on for a potential 11-dart leg to kickstart proceedings, and perhaps crucially, importantly as well, Greaves has the darts, has the throw in this particular and all-important encounter. And wins leg 1 at a canter in a dozen. 1-0 Greaves.
Wasting no time at all, pulling out the big guns for the big match.
Game on.
Between the big two. Well, this is Manchester City versus Arsenal, isn't it?
100.
It's been Greaves dominating
100.
at the top of the table. Fallon Sherrock still knocking on the door.
140.
If it was Manchester City versus Arsenal, people are probably wondering where Peter Drury is.
I've commentated on darts before, commentated on Paul
93.
Nicholson's Players' Championship success. I think with me and you in the box, Henry, most people are calling for any other commentator.
60.
Doesn't matter who it is. Greece should really start on 18s. Didn't do it, so Sherrock has time on her side here.
60.
Well, the odd one had to go at some point, but not twice.
And what it inadvertently does is opens up the door for
31.
Greaves. Sherrock had a stranglehold of this leg, which she has just let go somewhat.
Sherrock's unorthodox
84.
leave
Fallon, you require
gets her to 170.
You know, she has formed for hitting the fish at crucial times. We go back to that game at the Grand
56.
Slam against Gabrielle Clements. Greaves looking for a big find of her own, but the 164 isn't going to go, and so Sherrock to square this game up at 1 apiece, looking at 114.
40. Fallon, you require 114.
She's going to have a dart at double AT for the 114. She pins it to level up.
Fallon Sherrock.
They exchange blows, these two, at the beginning of this contest. Greaves got out the gate flying with a dozen darts. As Sherrock comes back with a ton plus out. Level we are at 1 apiece.
Something in the best brings out the best
140.
in their opponents. Sherrock now suddenly finding full focus, trying to at least match that 140, which she manages. A reminder, if Greaves wins this match, then her place at finals night is assured.
140.
If Sherrock wins it, it goes down to their final bouts, and just a little plus for Sherrock is that Greaves' opponent is Rhiannon O'Sullivan, who's won all of her matches so far today.
Even though Sherrock's the player chasing, she's the one that can go into this contest with no pressure on her shoulders. It's all mounted on Greaves in this contest. It's been her group to lose ever since O'Sullivan beat Sherrock. It's all a free roll from here for Fallon, you sense.
There'll be one or two who've had 50 pence on Fallon Sherrock at the start of the day that might be starting to have a look on
require 121.
their food delivery app to see what they're going to treat themselves to at the end of play.
Game
Beans on toast, probably, as Beau Greaves takes out the 1-2-1 to get the lead in the game.
Full flag, it's Fallon to throw first. Game on.
Every question seems to have an answer, doesn't it, when it comes to these two?
There's just some fixtures, isn't there, in this
60.
beautiful game of ours that do not disappoint. Beau Greaves and Fallon Sherrock is one of them. 2 ton plus checkouts, 2 12 dart legs in this game so far.
140.
And Greaves against the throw has taken the ascendancy, averaging 108.5, which would be, she carried
60.
on in this vein, her personal best. By a smidgen, but it'd still be a PB.
$60.
But that's just left the door open somewhat for Sherrock. Needs to find a couple of triples. There's the first of them.
96. $93.
Well, this next exchange of 3 will dictate so much in this match and thus this group.
43.
Because Greaves is going to have 6 darts from 208 to send herself through to Saturday night.
140.
It looks like it will be Beau. Not the first time that Fallon's reacted there. Maybe some little issue in the arm.
41. Oh, you requires 68.
These two have been the main players in this group, and so perhaps fitting this was a game that could decide the destiny of this group.
36.
And Greaves has missed a dart at double 16 to win it.
Well, she'll get more. She'll get at least 3 more if she needs them.
100. Beau requires 32.
Up she steps.
Game
And once
shot
again,
and the match.
Beau Greaves is the boss at the Super Series. She wins Group A on Women's Week and keeps her monopoly on women's darts. It is do not pass Beau. Do not claim your place at finals night. Fallon Sherrock will have to come back in Group B for that.